On Wednesday, MPs rejected a no-deal Brexit under any circumstances by a majority of 4, an initial motion tabled by former Cabinet Minister Dame Caroline Spelman, then in an amended government motion to reject a no-deal Brexit at any time and under any circumstances. MPs voted against crashing out of the EU, a majority of 43. Theresa May has vowed no deal will remain the default option despite the votes after MPs voted against her deal on Tuesday. Read more. No deal Brexit rejected. MPs vote against leaving EU with no deal under any circumstances. An EU Commission spokesman said there are only two ways to leave EU: with or without a deal. EU is prepared for both. To take no deal off the table, it is not enough to vote against no deal, you have to agree to a deal. We have agreed a deal with the PM and EU is ready to sign it. Read more. No deal Brexit vote results. Which cabinet ministers abstained? Will May sack them? No deal rejected by MPs. The EU reacted to saying we have agreed a deal and EU is ready to sign. Image Express. German Minister for Foreign Affairs Heiko Maas also tweeted, "It's a sign of reason that has just come from London. The House of Commons has shown that the majority does not want a no deal. The no deal is in nobody's interest. We have made that clear again and again." MPs will today vote on delaying Brexit after dramatically rejecting a no deal outcome. On Wednesday, the Commons voted 312 to 308. A majority of 4 in favour of a cross-party amendment rejecting a no deal Brexit. Read more. What happens now? Will Brexit happen? MPs voted against a no-deal Brexit under any circumstances. Image PA, and the vote was later confirmed in an amended government motion originally tabled by Theresa May, which would have rejected no deal on the scheduled date of March 29, but left it on the table for other times as MPs voted against its 321 votes to 278. Mrs. May voted against her motion, which had effectively been hijacked following the cross-party amendment, and Tories MPs were whipped to follow suit. Speaking moments after her second significant Brexit defeat in the same number of days, Mrs. May accepted that there was a clear majority against no deal in the Commons. But she insisted that despite the vote, which is not legally binding, no deal remains the default option in UK and EU law unless a withdrawal agreement is reached. Theresa May vows a no-deal Brexit will remain the default option if no agreement is made with the EU. Image PA, confirming that MPs will vote on Thursday on whether to ask her to request an extension of the Article 50 negotiation process. Mrs. May said that they were facing a fundamental choice. She said, if the House finds a way in the coming days to support a deal, it would allow the government to seek a short, limited technical extension to Article 50 to provide time to pass the necessary legislation and ratify the agreement we have reached with the EU. But if MPs would not back a deal, there would have to be a much longer extension, requiring the UK to take part in European Parliament elections in May, she said. Mrs. May added, "I do not think that would be the right outcome. But the House needs to face up to the consequences of the decisions it has taken." Earlier today, the EU's chief negotiator Michel Barnier claimed Brussels has done everything to secure a Brexit deal that would be supported by MPs despite Theresa May's crushing defeat in the Commons on Tuesday night. Mr. Barnier tweeted, "The EU has done everything it can to help get the withdrawal agreement over the line. The impasse can only be solved in the UK. Our no-deal preparations are now more important than ever before." On Tuesday, MPs voted against Mrs. May's revised deal by 149 votes after the Prime Minister received a concession on the Irish backstop on Monday.